Hi everybody, welcome back to Crandall Reviews. I'm Matthew Crandall. Today taking a look at 47 Meters Down, the new shark thriller starring Claire Holt and Mandy Moore. It is no major spoilers here. It's just stuff that you've seen in the marketing. This movie was supposed to come out last year. It was actually a week away from hitting DVD and video on demand under the title In the Deep, and then it got pulled last minute because it got bought by another company who's now releasing it into theaters as 47 Meters Down. It co-stars Matthew Modine. Two sisters go to Mexico. They decide to go cage diving with great white sharks. The cage breaks off, and they go to the bottom of the ocean where they are quickly running out of air, and they can't get out of the cage because there are tons of sharks in the water. Now, this is a very similar movie in scale to The Shallows from last year, which was a great, effective movie because the director really elevated the material, I thought. And in 47 Meters Down, the director doesn't really elevate the material. It's kind of, there's no real visual flair or style to it. That being said, the director does know that when you put us in an underwater setting, we've got a countdown timer on an oxygen tank, that we are going to get some thrills and chills from the claustrophobia and the tension of wondering if these characters will run out of air or if they will be eaten by sharks. So playing on our own primal fears of suffocating, drowning, being eaten, that alone actually makes a pretty tense movie. This thing is short at 90 minutes, and it's the perfect length for a movie like this. We get just enough setup to sort of establish the characters, even if they establish that Mandy Moore's character is kind of whiny and needy, but they throw them into this situation, and once we're underwater, the movie really kicks into high gear. It's tense. I found myself holding my breath and wondering what was going to happen next. Because there's no huge movie stars in this, anyone could die. You don't really know where it's going, even if you sort of know where it's going. It's just the thrill ride of getting there. The shark effects are decent. They're used sparingly, but when they do show up, they look cool, and there's a couple of good shark thrills. The whole time, you're worried about these characters, even if they are freaking out, panicking, and screaming, so it's a little bit annoying, but because you could put yourself in that situation, and you wonder, what would I do if I was trapped under there? It just grabs you, and it's, like I said, those primal fears that you're on the edge of your seat watching, waiting to see what's next. And they get away with a lot of stuff because it's really dark, and they're wearing masks so they can do some ADR to fill in the gaps here and there. But it's effective. It was thrilling. I was holding onto the edge of my seat. I was holding my breath at parts. And then we got some cool shark action, which I really dug. We got a nice, decent ending. So if you are a fan of shark movies, definitely check out 47 Meters Down. It's not going to break the mold. It's not the next Jaws, but it's not the next Sharknado 3 or 4 either, because they play it straight, and it's really entertaining and a lot of fun for a one-off. I don't think this is a movie I'm going to watch all the time, but I'm really surprised that it was going to be direct to video and not go to the theater originally, because it's good enough for a matinee. It's definitely a fun movie if you like shark flicks. So if you've seen 47 Meters Down, or if you're not going to bother, hit the comments, let me know, like the video, subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching.